So in this video, I want to talk about the concept of fast-tracking your process of setting up the UAE Freezone company and then issuing you the residence visa and the Emirates ID. The standard timeline that we offer most of our clients is 45 days from the start of the process until you have your Emirates ID in your hands. And the fastest that we have done for a client is 21 days. So from the beginning of the conversation, hey Shiraz, I want to get it done. How fast can you do it? Until we handed over the Emirates ID, it was 21 days. So I'm going to explain you exactly how it's done and what are the key components of fast tracking a process. So let's get right into it. As I've suggested in the beginning of the video that we are going to discuss what are the key components of getting you the UAE Freezone company and the residence visa, and we will also look at the timelines of those components, and I'll try to explain to you how we fast track each or most of those components to achieve a more suitable timeline that is for our busy investors who want to get things done, who wants to get things done fast, and they cannot wait 3, 4, 5 months in line to get these things started. As I said, the standard timeline that we give to our clients is 45 days. So from the time that we start the process until the time that you have your Emirates ID, your residence visa, and your UAE Freezone company documents in hand is 45 days. It includes all the processes that needs to be done in your home country, and then you travel to Dubai, and that also includes all the processes that we need to get it done locally. So 45 days is the timeline that we usually achieve, and most of the processes are fast-tracked even at the 45 days timeline. So if I break down the process of getting you the residence visa, it can be broadly broken down into 6 key components. Starting with number 1, that is the company setup in the free zone. So that happens when you are in your home country, and it takes roughly around 1 week. And there is no, unless, my team and me, we do the application fast, you're giving us the required information on time, and we are not having any delay on our side in terms of processing the application, there's not much room to fast track free zone company creation. So standard, once we have put down the application from our side, it takes 4 to 5 days, let's say 1 full working week to get the company set up. Again, not much fast track options there. However, once we have the company set up, and then we have the immigration card issued, it takes 1 more day to get the immigration card issued after you have the company set up. So once we have the immigration card issued, there is a process called issuance of the entry permit. This is the entry permit that is 60 days, and that is issued by your company to yourself so that you can travel to Dubai and get your residency visa processed. Now, the standard timeline for getting the entry permit issued is around 4 to 5 days after the issuance of immigration card. However, if you want to fast track it, there's a fee of around $600 or $700 for today's pricing. Of course, that can change. You can pay $600 or $700, and then your entry permit can issue literally in 1 day. Now, again, if you are planning this whole process with the comfort of your home, you have not traveled, you have not booked the tickets, we do it very simply. Create the company. Once the company is created, once the immigration card is issued, we wait for 4 or 5 days, and then once your entry permit is issued, you make your plans, you book your tickets, and then you come to Dubai. However, if you are already traveling to Dubai, maybe you are in another country and you have a stopover in Dubai next week, and at that point, maybe getting this particular step of entry permit, getting it fast tracked could be an option for you, because then instead of 4 days, it can be done in 24 hours, and it brings you that much closer to your goal. So that's the second component of the whole process. The first is the company setup, and the second is the entry permit. And as I said, entry permit, it can be either 4 to 5 days on a regular timeline, and then 24 hours on a fast track timeline. Now, after that, you have to travel to Dubai, and then once you land into Dubai, let's say you land on Sunday, we set up your appointments on Monday. The medical exam, that's the first appointment, that's the medical exam. And if you give the medical exam on Monday, now the standard timelines is 24 hours. So after 24 hours, you get your medical results. However, for most of our clients or all of our clients, we do the fast track process, and the medical exam can be received instead of 24 hours, it's received in 30 minutes. So you pay, a few $100s extra, and you get the medical result in 30 minutes. That saves you another extra 1 day. Now, of course, you have to make sure, you have to understand that if you're paying something on the fast tracking of the process, it's also saving you money on, your hotel expenses, your living expenses in Dubai, and it might save you some time. It might give you back some time that you can, if you want to leave Dubai early and go back to or go to another business location, that can benefit your presence more than just staying in Dubai and waiting for the process to be done, waiting for the appointments to come, and then you are stuck in between, not being able to move forward with your plans, right? So again, it's a perspective. You can pay extra, invest in the fast track processes, get everything done, or you can, chill and relax in Dubai and get everything on a normal pace. Anyway, so coming back, the third process is the medical exam. On a normal day, you start on Monday, you finish on Tuesday. We do it fast track, so that's done on Monday. And then there's the biometric exam. Okay, so biometrics is, when you go and you give your fingerprints to the government to issue you the residence ID. Now, depending on the backlog, the biometric application can be 1 week to 2 weeks, and sometimes 3 weeks, depending on the demand. I have seen cases very comfortably that were between 1 to 2 weeks of delay. So if you have landed Dubai and then you have done your medical exam on the first day and you have received the results on the same day, and if your biometric application is coming after 10 days, that means no process is moving forward until that biometric appointment date. What we do for our clients, again, we pay the fast track fee, and the biometric appointment, either it comes on the same day as the medical, that's Monday, or it comes on Tuesday. And that's the maximum that we do. Sunday you learn, Monday is the medical exam, and then Tuesday is the biometric, okay? That's done. The biometric is done. We prepare for your Emirates ID application that gets submitted. Of course, biometric was the fourth component of the process. Now the next component is the issuance of residence visa. Now you have to understand that it's a key concept, because once you have landed into Dubai and once you have started the process of your medical exam, right, you cannot leave the country until your residence visa is issued. Because if you do so, it will cancel the whole process that you did, and you will lose the visa fee that you have paid to the government, and you have to start the process all over again. So, you have to be mindful that you cannot exit the country once you've started the process. You can only exit the country once your residence visa is issued. Luckily, we also fast track this process. So on Monday, as soon as you have your biometric done, we put the application for the residence visa, and that is also on a fast track basis. And the timeline is 24 hours. So 24 hours, your residence visa will be issued. On a normal timeline, it's 4 to 5 working days. So that means definitely it goes on to the next week of the week that you have your biometrics. Anyways, we do the medical fast track, the biometric fast track, and the residence visa issuance fast track. So literally, I have experienced a lot of clients who have come on Sunday, Monday's the medical exam, Tuesday the biometric, Wednesday the residence visa is issued, and the Wednesday they have left the country. So 3 days is all I need to get these things done. Of course, once your residence visa is issued, you can fly out of the country, but you cannot fly back in the country until you have your Emirates ID with you, because when you're flying from whichever airport you will be flying, you have to show that you are a UAE resident, and for that you need the Emirates ID with you. So assuming that if you continue to stay in Dubai for the second week, we will get the Emirates ID by post. It usually comes to our office, and then we deliver you to your hotel or your home, and that it can come within 1 week of residence visa issuance. So if you plan to continue staying in Dubai, of course you get it by hand. But if you have some other plans in another country and you have flown and you have left the country after 3 days of the processing, what we do is we send you the Emirates ID by post. You can receive it by post, and next time when you're coming back into UAE, you can use that ID card to show it the immigration department, and also to punch in at the express immigration gates at the Dubai airport. That helps you get in faster. So I think that was the last step. However, same as the company setup process, there is no fast tracking option with the government that we can pay fast track and then the government can print the Emirates ID and send it back in 24 hours. As I said, out of the 6 processes, 4 of them can be fast tracked. In our regular course of business, 3 of them are usually fast tracked. We don't fast track the entry permit, because you can wait in your home country for 4 days and save $700. But obviously, if you are someone on a very aggressive timeline, let's say one of like the client that I just mentioned, he was flying to Dubai next week, and he had 3 weeks in total in Dubai, and he wanted to get everything done within that timeline. And luckily, we did not had any government holidays during that time, so we were able to achieve the company setup, the entry permit, the visa status change, the biometric, the medical exam, and the residence visa and the Emirates ID. Everything was done in 21 days. So that's, again, it's a very aggressive timeline. We have to be very meticulous in our planning, in our coordination with all the government departments, because the government department is involved. It's like the Freezone is involved, the immigration authorities is involved. So that was the breakdown of all the processes, right? As a general rule, I like to not make it as much rushed. Of course, I know investors value their time. They want everything done as soon as possible. And, with global standards, if you're becoming a resident of another country, this is already quite fast. 45 days to become a long-term resident. It's not even a 5 months or 3 months entry permit or a nomad visa or a digital visa. It's a 2-year long-term resident. You get equal rights of any other resident in UAE, and we achieved this in 45 days. Imagine doing that in Germany or Canada or France or UK to become, UK can give you a visit visa for 6 months, and that takes them 90 days to issue. And here we are giving you a residence visa in 45 days. My general advice is that we do it with more deliberate planning. So there is no rush on any side, not on the client, not on my team, not on the government departments that we are coordinating with. And we have a written plan on which exact dates, what things are going to happen, and then we execute on those timelines. So it's smooth and easy for everyone to complete. So I hope you liked the video, and if you do so, I would request you to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I try to bring quality content on UAE business and residency every week. And if you're planning to move to Dubai with your business, your family, and yourself, then I would encourage you to book a one-on-one call with me, and we can explore how we can be a good fit for each other. And of course, if you discover that we are a good fit for each other, what you get is a one-on-one handhold support at every step of the process, while it be your company, your residencies, your family, your business, your banking, your taxation, your accounting, your VAT. You get expert one-on-one support directly from myself. That's what I prefer, to give extreme care to a limited number of clients that can benefit from my experience and my services. So if you are interested in something like that, you can go to the link below and book a one-on-one call with me, and we can take it from there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.